The year is 2027. A fragile peace hangs by a thread, stretched taut over the Persian Gulf. For months, the world has watched with bated breath as diplomatic channels between Washington and Tehran crumble. News channels flash with increasingly hostile rhetoric, showing stern-faced diplomats leaving tense meetings without resolution. On the seas, the silent ballet of warships plays out. U.S. naval fleets, bristling with advanced weaponry, patrol the strategic choke points of the Gulf, their presence a constant metallic reminder of the power they wield. Iranian Revolutionary Guard Corps vessels shadow them, a game of cat and mouse where one wrong move could ignite the entire region. The world holds its collective breath, praying the simmering tensions do not boil over into open conflict. The spark comes not with a gunshot, but with a string of code. A sophisticated cyber attack, its origins fiercely debated but widely attributed, cripples Iran's national power grid and oil refineries. In Tehran, darkness descends and chaos erupts. In retaliation, a swarm of Iranian drones, launched in a coordinated, devastating assault, targets a U.S. aircraft carrier patrolling the Strait of Hormuz. The explosion is a flashpoint, a point of no return. News of the attack sends shockwaves across the globe. Emergency sessions are convened at the UN Security Council, but the words are drowned out by the roar of impending war. On Wall Street and in financial centers worldwide, stock market tickers become a river of red as they plummet, signaling the start of a global economic crisis. The initial skirmish rapidly escalates into all-out war. The night sky over Iranian cities is lit not by stars, but by the fiery trails of cruise missiles and the blossoms of anti-aircraft fire. U.S. stealth bombers conduct precision strikes against military command centers, nuclear facilities, and air defense systems. On the ground, the conflict is brutal and unforgiving. Mechanized divisions clash in the sun-scorched deserts along the border, turning sand into a graveyard of twisted metal. At sea, the Persian Gulf becomes a cauldron of naval warfare, with destroyers, submarines, and fast attack craft engaging in deadly confrontations. Simultaneously, a second front opens in cyberspace. Code becomes a weapon of mass destruction as cyber warfare units from both sides target critical infrastructure, unleashing power outages, disrupting communication networks, and creating widespread financial chaos far from the physical battlefield. The consequences ripple outward, engulfing the globe. In the Strait of Hormuz, the world's most critical oil artery, supertankers burn, sending plumes of black smoke into the sky and choking the global energy supply. Oil prices skyrocket, triggering recessions in economies dependent on foreign energy. A humanitarian catastrophe unfolds as millions of refugees, displaced by the relentless bombing and ground combat, pour across the borders into neighboring countries, overwhelming already strained resources. In the streets of New York, London, and Tokyo, massive anti-war protests erupt as citizens voice their fury at a conflict spiraling out of control. Geopolitically, the world fractures. Russia and China, seeing an opportunity to challenge American dominance, offer diplomatic and material support to Iran, creating a stark east-west divide reminiscent of the Cold War. In the aftermath, a haunting silence settles over what were once bustling cities. The skeletal remains of skyscrapers stand as monuments to the war's ferocity. In makeshift hospitals, overwhelmed doctors and nurses struggle to treat the endless stream of wounded, their faces etched with exhaustion and despair. The human cost is staggering, visible in the eyes of soldiers from both nations, forever scarred by what they have seen and done. The final image is of the globe, viewed from the cold distance of space. Red lines of conflict connect the Middle East to capitals across the world, a stark visualization of a fractured, more dangerous New World Order. A fragile peace has been shattered, and the pieces may never fit back together again.